Tetteh means peace in Swahili. Before there was internet, before there was television and cell phones, people would speak to each other. Before the speaker would speak, he would say Tetteh to bring peace among the crowd, so that all that were listening to the speaker would clear their minds of anxiety, stress, worry, and fear, and be receptive to the message that was about to be delivered. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most honored guests. My parents immigrated here in 1970 from West Africa. They settled in New York City in a small village town called Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, and my dad would say I was made in the USA. They came by boat and didn't have a lot, but they gave me two very valuable gifts that were worth more to me than all the riches in the world. In fact, it's because of these two gifts that I created something called my personal legend. Everyone in this room has a personal legend. It's the thing that is developed in the innocence of childhood. When little kids pretend to be something. When they pretend to be an astronaut or an explorer or even a superhero, they're living their personal legends. Think back to when you were little children. What was it that you really wanted to be when you grew up? What were your dreams? Are you living that right now? Are you that thing that you wanted to be when you grew up? See, the tragedy is most people forget they even had a personal legend to begin with. And others dissuade you from going to achieve your personal legend. My parents recognized this phenomenon, so they gave me the two gifts so that I could create and develop my personal legend. The first one was given to me by my dad. He would give me a task as a small child. It was a box to pick up. And I would go there and I'd say, Dad, I can't pick it up. It's too heavy. I can't do it. And he would say, Hassan, this word can't needs to be removed from your vocabulary. There is no such word as can't. He would give me a word to learn. That's a big word. And I said, Dad, I can't learn. It's too big. It's too hard. He said, Hassan, what did we just learn? There's no such word as can't, Dad. But Dad, I can't. Hassan, there's no such word as can't, Dad. The second gift was given to me by my mom. She would say, America is the land of opportunity. In this country, you can be whatever you want. And I would say, really? Anything? Could I be a lawyer? Yes, you can, Hassan. Could I be a policeman? Yes, you can, Hassan. Could I be the president? Yes, you can, Hassan. Well, right then, I decided my personal legend would be to be a doctor. But my friends told me, oh, it's going to be too hard. My teachers told me I wasn't smart enough. And many, many people said it would cost way too much money. In junior high school, one of the deans asked me, Hassan, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be an anesthesiologist. I had just learned the word as a big word, and I was all excited. He put his hands on his chest, he squared his shoulders, and he frowned his eyebrows, and he said, you want to be an anesthesiologist? You know you have to finish junior high school. Then you have to finish high school. A lot of kids in this neighborhood don't finish high school. Then you got 4 years of college. And you got 4 more years of medical school. Then you have 5 years of something called a residency. Are you sure, Hassan, that's what you want to be when you grow up? Yes, Dr. Summers, I'm sure. And I said that because my parents gave me those two gifts. There is no such word as can't. And I could be whatever I want. Well, later in life, I discovered I would need more. It was college, just a few months before graduation. And I had a terrible headache. I was admitted to the hospital. The doctors called my mom. And they said, Mrs. Tetteh, you need to come right away. Your son, Hassan, is unresponsive. I was diagnosed with a severe case of bacterial meningitis, and I wasn't expected to make it. As I laid there unresponsive, I thought about my parents' two gifts. There is no such word as can't, and I can be whatever I want. But I needed more. I had my unfulfilled personal legend. I couldn't give up. I had to have faith, and I had to trust my very life to fulfilling it. I couldn't give up. I couldn't give up. Today, I am a doctor. Not only that, I'm a surgeon. But more importantly, this evening I would like to share with you the gifts my parents gave me. There is no such word as can't.